Okay, so you're all here because you're interested in knowing about the market. You're curious to know whether your house is going to be dropping in price, whether it's a good time to buy or sell. And I hope that after this video, you'll have a little bit better idea and be able to make a proper decision. So let's start with the economy. We know that the economy has been slightly affected or majorly affected by what's happening right now in the world. We all know that there's a virus, the coronavirus, that is spreading pretty rapidly throughout the world, and it's creating a lot of panic and a lot of fear, a lot of anxiety. It's perfectly natural. So I've decided to kind of go into the different realms of what's happening in our real estate market so that I could share it with you, and I think that you're all going to be surprised. Let's start off talking about this economy. So the economy right now has come into what we would call an economic pause worldwide. This is something that, if you look, it's not just the US that's sitting there without having any manufacturing or any consumerism. This is worldwide. So it's almost as if somebody went and just hit the pause button on their DVD player. This is actually somewhat good in a sense because it's not like there's some other country that's taking away all our market share and driving us into a depression. Granted, you are going to have job loss, which could very well be almost temporary right now, because if we can get back into the workforce, that's going to bring us back up and maybe even stronger. People are tired of staying at home in their quarantine, so they're going to want to get out and spend and enjoy themselves. And people are going to be happy to get back to work in all of those service related industries. Right now, I know that a lot of people are very concerned about maybe getting out there and selling their homes or buying homes. And that's perfectly natural as well. But you also have to understand that currently we have some great advantages, one of which we have a lot of virtual solutions. So, right now, we can do um, virtual meetings. We can have lenders call and get pre approvals over the phone. We can have appraisers come and do their appraisals. All of the different wheels of our real estate economy are still able to turn. All of our real estate agents are currently at home, like myself right now. I've got my young one right there asleep, and I'm working, so you can too. So the realtors were basically working from home, coming up with new and innovative solutions in order to reach potential clients. And right now, I would like to kind of go over some of these stats so that you can make educated decisions for yourselves. Starting off with some of these stats, we'll start off with, and I'm going to put these up on the screen for you. This is the cumulative days on market stat that I pulled from the Southwest Florida MLS database. So as you can see, I took 1 year of time from March of last year till March of this year. And as you can see, month to month, the days on market have stayed extremely stable, which shows that even this month in this hardship, we're still maintaining a pretty healthy market as far as getting your home sold fairly quickly. So now let's take a look at sales dollar volume. And if we look back to March of last year, we were at about a little over $1.2 billion in sales volume. And fast forward to this month, 2020, you're looking at about a little, maybe around $1.1 billion. Now, that's about a $100 million difference, which sounds like a lot of money, and it is, but when you're looking at, for instance, the graph, you'll see that we had September, October, November, all of those months were actually much lower, under, anywhere above around like 900 million. And last, but definitely not least, and sellers, you're going to want to take a really hard look at this figure here. Take a look at March of last year, which we were about 4,500 transactions. And then to this month of this year, you're looking at maybe 2,900. So that's a pretty big dip in listings, which means that there's not a lot of inventory out there right now as far as new listings go. So, that's an advantage for sellers. Now, a lot of people are thinking, well, let's just wait this out. And, I understand that theory, and a lot of people, I would say the majority, have that theory. So what happens with the let's wait it out is, as soon as there's any news of economic upturn or of this pandemic, starting to end, then everybody's going to want to either buy or sell because they've been waiting out that storm. And that creates the perfect storm for a ton of people that are coming into the market at once. So now all of a sudden, if you're looking to sell at a time that you're going to have a lot of other people putting their homes on the market, which is going to, kind of muddy that pool that you had so beautifully right now. And from a buyer's perspective, once again, now you're going to have more inventory to choose from, but you're also going to have a lot more competition on the buying side for people. And because the economy is going to kind of have that ramp up because things are able to start moving again, pricing is going to be pretty solid. So as you can see from these stats, the sky's not falling. Right now, we are in somewhat of this pause, so to speak, and we can take advantage of this pause. The pause right now shouldn't be a pause for our economy. We can still find ways to kind of make the economy move, and there's a couple of things that we can do. The best way to get this economy started again, number one, the most important thing is to stay home. And the reason why I say that is because if we're all able to stay home right now, the virus isn't going to have hosts that it can latch onto and start to proliferate all of this virus throughout the world. And that's going to get us back to work a lot faster, and it's going to help our economy. If you buy gift cards right now, you're injecting extremely important cash into these companies that need it the most right now. And then later on, when this quarantine is over and you're able to get out, you've already prepaid your fund to go out and enjoy that newfound freedom. So I think that's something that's going to be really good. Another nice thing about this pause that we have is that it can be really good for your business to be able to restructure some elements that maybe sometimes day to day we're so busy that we don't have the time to actually delve in and find the right way to do things. So we can take this time to kind of organize ourselves so that when things do ramp up again, we're that much stronger for it. So in essence, I think that right now is a really good moment to either buy or sell, and the statistics, they back that up. So, I really hope that you've enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to contact me. I'd love to, be in touch with, my viewers. And if you have any questions, maybe if we can do more of a micro look at the market, because what I did was I took Southwest Florida as a whole for these statistics. But if you're interested in your own area, let's say you're in Cape Coral or Fort Myers, Naples, so on and so forth, feel free to write me in the comments if you're interested in seeing a more micro type of statistics on our market, and I'd love to put that together for you. For any questions that you have or any concerns about buying or selling a home, feel free to contact me. Right now is the right moment. I'd love to hear from you. And I'm going to put my info on the link below and also up on the screen for you. Thank you so much. Stay safe, happy, and have a wonderful week.